Yul Edochie, I regret sponsoring Judy Austin's university education. Judy Austin's ex-husband reveals. Hello viewers, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Mr. Obasi Emmanuel, the ex-husband of Yul Edochie's second wife, in the person of Judy Austin, said he regrets financing her university education. But viewers, before we continue on this particular gist, this is Recent and Trend TV. Here we offer you interesting celebrities and entertainment gist. So if this happened to be your first time coming to the channel, you are really welcome. You are highly welcome. Please do not hesitate to click on your subscribe button and also turn on the notification bell. It is very important for you not to miss any of our interesting celebrities and entertainment gist like this. So I'm going to take you to the cause of this matter without wasting much of your precious time. So I'll make sure you stick around to the end of this video so that you get my point. You know, Mr. Obasi Emmanuel married Mrs. Judy Austin when she was 19. When Judy Austin was 19, this is when Mr. Obasi Emmanuel got married to Judy Austin. So they have two children together and they are now divorced. They divorced in 2013. Yes, they divorced in 2013. You know, Recent Trend TV reported that Mr. Yul Edochie revealed Yul Edochie unveiled Mrs. Judy Austin as his second wife on 21st of April 2022. This is when Yul Edochie officially unveiled Judy Austin on social media as his second wife. Meanwhile, he was having numerous secret affairs with Judy Austin. This is when we found out that Yul Edochie was having something to do with Judy Austin off social media. So following the end of his 17th year marriage to May Edochie, Yul Edochie unveiled Judy Austin as his second wife on 21st of April 2022, following the end of his 17-year-old marriage with May Yul Edochie. This is what happened. So Mr. Obasi, who lamented his predicament during a Facebook live season on the Uju official page on a Sunday, said he regrets investing in his ex-wife, in the person of Judy Austin. He regrets investing on Judy Austin's educational life. So Mrs. Judy Austin's ex-husband, who didn't disclose the university of which he sponsored Judy Austin to, noted that things turned around when in their marriage after she got to campus. After Judy Austin got to campus, Judy Austin was faithful to Mr. Obasi. According to Mr. Obasi, he was everything to Mr. Obasi. But immediately he brought about the idea of sponsoring Judy Austin to university. Judy Austin went to the university, and immediately Judy Austin gets to the university, she started turning another leaf. This is what Mr. Obasi Emmanuel said. This is what he said in his word. He said, "I am not educated. I am not so educated enough, and I put her in university. I put Judy Austin in university, so she could study and follow my business line. But everything turned around. We did not quarrel. My biggest offense or problem was why I put her in school. This is the regret. And everything turned around. She packed everything that belongs to me in 2012. She made away with it, and I thought it was child's play. We decided to bargain to know how to sort things out, and she started saying I should come and collect my bride price, that she is no longer interested in the marriage again. I decided to move on with my life and leave everything for her." This is what Mr. Obasi said. But my problem here is I'm seeing something. I just observed something. Mr. Obasi is way too older than Judy Austin. Maybe that is why Judy Austin ran to Yul Edochie, because Yul Edochie is about her age limit. This is what I'm seeing. This is my observation. So let's move on to adultery. You know, furthermore, Mr. Obasi alleges that Mr. Yul Edochie dated his wife, his ex-wife, in the person of Judy Austin, Miss Judy Austin, while they were still married. This is what Mr. Obasi said. He said he alleges that Pastor Yul Edochie dated his ex-wife, in the person of Miss Judy Austin, while they were still married. The allegation came a little over a month after the actor turned pastor preached against adultery. We all know Yul Edochie to be a preacher of what he cannot practice. We all know Yul Edochie to be a preacher of what he cannot practice. You know, Yul Edochie have preached about so many topics love, adultery, hate, and every other topic that is related to life. But he never for one day practice anything he preaches on the internet space. Yes, he never for once practice anything he preaches on the internet space. No, we have not. So he always preach about adultery. He came out to preach about adultery, but he was having secret affair. The problem of Nigerians now is that Yul Edochie was still having secret affairs. He committed an adultery with Judy Austin while Judy Austin was still married to Mr. Obasi. According to Mr. Obasi said Judy Austin was still married to him when Yul Edochie started having secret relationship with Judy Austin. So Judy Austin and even Yul Edochie himself was still married to May Edochie. He was still married to May Edochie as at 2022 or as at 2023. He was still married to May Edochie. So Yul Edochie during a June sermon warned men against adultery, noting that sleeping with married men could leave men vulnerable to spiritual attack. This is what Mr. Obasi further said. He said, Judy Austin was under my roof, but was moving with Yul Edochie to their family house. They accepted them. The family accepted her and Yul Edochie, a married woman. She had caused difficulties in my life, so she insisted that if I want the marriage to continue, I must rent an apartment for her in Enugu State. This is what a lot of people have been saying, that it is because of Judy Austin brought an excuse so that she could use this excuse and leave her marriage with Mr. Obasi Emmanuel. So she said that Mr. Obasi Emmanuel must rent a new apartment for her in Enugu State. So Mr. Obasi refused to rent this particular apartment. This is when Judy Austin decided to pack things and leave Mr. Obasi's house. Mr. Obasi continued by saying, I should have known this before anyone else, but because of the kind of love we shared with the tenants, everyone was too afraid to tell me. So nobody knew that our marriage would collapse. They didn't want to tell me the truth because they were unsure of my reaction. After they confirmed that the marriage was over, all the truth started coming out. This is what Mr. Obasi said. So let's move into the children's custody. Mrs. Judy Austin's ex-husband, in the person of Obasi Emmanuel, further alleges that she denied him access to their two children. One is 16 years old and the other is 14 years old. So Judy Austin have denied Mr. Obasi access to his two children for over decades since their divorce. So he claimed that he had not seen his children on social media or anywhere else since they divorced. Mr. Obasi insisted that all he wanted was access to his children, that this is just what he wants. I'm still wondering why Judy Austin would keep someone's children away from their father. You guys are divorced, not the children. It is you and Mr. Obasi that are divorced, not the children. Not the custody of the children, except you guys went to the court and willed the custody of the children to herself. But this one, I've not heard Mr. Obasi mentioning anything about courts or giving the full custody of the children to the mother alone. So Mr. Obasi, all he ever wanted or all he wants is Judy Austin to give him access to his children. I've heard a way Mr. Obasi said that all this would not have happened, or this thing coming out to social, he wouldn't have come out to social media to make any noise if at all Mrs. Judy Austin had given him access to his children. This is what Mr. Obasi said in his word. He said, I don't want them to train my children for me. 10 years matters a lot. My children's upbringing dramatically affects me, and I need to see my children. I see all this as kidnapping of my children. She's not with the children. I am not with the children. This is a kidnapping. Why should my children live like orphans? That is my problem. I cannot see my children anyway, and if they have been buried somewhere, let them show me where they were buried. where they buried them so that I can take their corpse to my village. That is what I am saying. Let me pick their corpse up and rightfully bury them. She was parading Yul Edochie's children on social media. I wouldn't be this crazy if I had seen them on social media, because I would know that my children are okay. I don't think my children are alive no any longer. I don't think so. I am only crying out to have my children, not to have her back, because her bride price have been refunded. This is what Mr. Obasi said. So he further allegates that Mrs. Judy Austin and her family threatened to buy him while he was trying to gain access to his children. He stated that he had approached the court, a human rights activist office, and the police station, but his efforts were unsuccessful. This is what he said in his word. I'm going to show you everything Mr. Obasi said in his word. Let it not be as if I am using my own words to deceive or make you to watch this video to the end. You know, Mr. Obasi said they blocked me in the police station, telling the police I couldn't do anything. They said they would take the case file if I sued them, and nothing would happen. They said they could terminate me anytime, and no one would stop them. For 10 years, they have been threatening to buy me if I speak out. I have been patient, but now 10 years is enough. I want the world to know that what buy me, since justice is for the highest bidders. I got the police to arrest Judy Austin's father and brother. We moved with my children in Nigeria. Someone came to the police station challenging the police and saying I couldn't do anything and they would eliminate me. In court, Judy Austin's two lawyers fought each other. One lawyer questioned why another was involved, and the judge told them to sort it out, but they couldn't. The court went on strike for 8 months, and I was paid by the same lawyer monthly. Afterward, the court went on strike again for 3 months. I was tired and risking my life because they sent me threatening messages and calls saying they would buy me. This is what Mr. Obasi said. This is what he said. Let's talk about background. You know, this newspaper reported in 19th of July 2023 that Mrs. Judy Austin denied having an affair with Mr. Yul Edochie while she was still married to Mr. Obasi. You all know, you all saw the video, the old video of Judy Austin denying the fact that she was having an affair, secret affair with Mr. Yul Edochie while she was still married to Mr. Obasi Emmanuel. She has denied this. So after staring in a native girl, she refuted the claims during a Facebook live. She refuted the claim during a Facebook live. She said, "This is just me answering the obvious question." This is what Judy Austin said. She said, "This is just me answering the obvious question that has been flying around. The question is, where were you in your previous marriage when you met Yul Edochie?" The answer is no. That is the fattest lie ever told about me on social media. My previous marriage ended in March 2013. I saw Yul Edochie for the first time. I saw him for the very first time in my life years after my previous marriage ended. So anyone saying otherwise is lying. If I'm telling the truth, let all the and insult go back to the people saying it's a million times over. This is what Judy Austin said. So guys, what do you think about this? Do want to drop your comments on the comment section, and please don't forget to like, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also turn on the notification bell. It's very important so to get notified when next we drop our new interesting celebrities and entertainment just like this. Thank you for sticking around to the end of this video. I do really appreciate you all. See you guys in our next video. Bye.